Dear church family, I am so excited to get to share with you a few big upcoming events and next steps for Lance Free Church. But first, I want to thank you for turning in a spring ministry survey. We got more than 60 of those back, which was really helpful to know what you all have been thinking. And thank you for praying for the church elders as we've read through your surveys, as we've been praying and planning together as a team. We've also been watching the virus and vaccine numbers in our region and studying the current guidance from the CDC and the PA Department of Health. And I'm excited to say that we are ready to announce some changes we have planned to move us the next step back towards full participation in worship, instruction, fellowship, evangelism, and service. 3 things. We're going to start small, then have a big event, and then starting June 6th, we're going to go from having 3 worship times down to just 2 worship times together, which I'm really excited about. Let me say something about each of those 3 things. First, we're going to start small. We really already have. Over the next several weeks, we're making minor adjustments inside the building to help us feel less restricted and constricted when we gather inside on Sundays. For example, we recently returned the hymnals and Bibles to the pews. By the way, this means that the clean team will focus more on straightening up the facility between worship times and less on disinfecting surfaces. If that level of cleansing is important to you, plan to participate in the first service on Sunday mornings because that's when the building will be at its cleanest. These are all going to be small changes, but I think it will be encouraging to see a few things return more to normal and less constricting, I hope. The big question, of course, is masks. And the answer is that we will still be asking everyone to wear masks at all 3 services when we're inside together until the order changes from the PA Department of Health. We comply with this, both out of both love for one another and a desire to protect each other from disease, but also to be obedient citizens of Christ's kingdom as we submit to earthly authorities. I know masks are uncomfortable and increasingly less important as more people are fully vaccinated. I hate wearing them too, and I can hardly wait to offer more freedom for all of us. Thank you for being patient as we wait for that to change. And remember, we continue to have outdoor seating both under the tent and on 89.5 FM in our vehicles every Sunday at every service. Outside, masks are completely optional. Now, the second part of this plan is a big event. On Sunday, May 30th, we're going to have another outdoor combined worship gathering in this parking lot, just like we did on Palm Sunday and Resurrection Sunday. This special worship service will be at 10 a.m. And since we'll all be together at the same time and same place, we plan to once again partake of the Lord's Supper. May 30th is Memorial Day weekend, so pray for good weather. But we'll be outside, rain or shine, at 10 a.m. And we'll take some time to thank God for and honor the men and women who have died while serving our country. And May 30th is also going to be Graduation Sunday this year, so we'll be recognizing and celebrating the class of 2021. We'll send out more details of what to expect as the date comes closer, but mark it on your calendar now to all gather once again at the same time in the same place to worship the same Lord. May 30th at 10 a.m. in the big parking lot. And then lastly, and most importantly, the Sunday after that, on the first Sunday of June, we're going to change from having 3 worship gatherings on Sunday mornings to just 2 worship gatherings on Sunday mornings in June, coming closer together. 2 new services at 2 new times. The first service will be at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning, starting June 6th. And the second service will be at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings, starting also on June 6th, 9 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. So there'll still be shorter services, still no long sermons, rats, but we will be one step closer to having us all together at the same time in the same place every Sunday morning. We're planning for there to be a few differences between the 2 services starting on June 6th, which we will share more with you as the day gets closer. Basically, 2 different levels of precautions being taken and probably also children's ministry offered during just one of them. But start thinking now about which one of those times might work better for you and your family. The big reason why we're waiting until the first Sunday of June to make this change is vaccinations. In Pennsylvania, everyone 16 years and older is now eligible to get a free vaccination against COVID-19. Heather and I have gotten ours, and as your pastor, I want to recommend you prayerfully consider getting immunized yourself if you're eligible and your doctor agrees. I know that not everyone will, and not everyone can or should. That's up to you. But pray about it, because the more people do, the better off we'll all be. Now listen, this is important. The elders want to make it clear that we will not require someone to be vaccinated against COVID-19 to participate in worship at Lance Free Church. We do not want to have two classes of people in our church family. But that also means that if you have concerns about COVID yourself, then you should go and get your vaccine this month, because you won't know if everyone around you is immune or not at church. Now is a great time to get that done, especially so that as many of us are vaccinated as possible as we come closer together next month. Let us know if you have any questions about this plan. We want it to be clear. I hope that this plan, from small changes now to a big event on May 30th to going to 2 services in June, is encouraging to you. For some, it's going to seem too little or too slow for your liking. For others, it's going to feel like too much or too fast. But at least it's forward movement as the Lord leads. A next step. Let's take the next step together. And let's continue to be patient with each other and to keep the main thing, which is the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. See you soon.